Dave Daly right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. There's Dave Cackley. I just dipped my arm in coffee. Ooh.
Uh, how'd you
Well, I
how'd you
filled my
manage
cup up and
that?
then I just kind of laid it on the top of the cup and it was whoops.
Yeah, because I mean, we all take our coffee. We all hey, who hasn't rested their elbow on a coffee mug? Okay, just
So
that's
I get home yesterday after a long day of grinding it out. That's what I do.
uh
I grind it out.
okay. I'm familiar
I'm
with the
out giving
grind.
away backpacks to kids. I'm out communicating to the masses. I'm out, pressing the flesh and
Hey, did you save a backpack for Max so I
I
can give
I
that
did
to him? So
nothing
I
of
have
the
to
sort.
spend almost $80 on a backpack.
Nope.
All right.
Nope. 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 I tried calling to get something to eat on the way home, and the pizza place was closed just after 7. I'm like,
What?
that's what I said. So
What?
I don't know. But
Unless
that's not the
seriously.
story. Um,
Okay. That's going to be bothering me the
I
rest
was
of this
befuddled.
conversation.
I was befuddled. That's the word right there. Get home, couple things left to do. Download the camera, get all that in there. Okay,
Mhm.
great. We traded grandkids over yesterday, so we had a couple, one night, and then last night we had Colton. And Colton is at the stage now where fishing is life. I
Really?
commit, yeah, oh yeah, yeah. It's the first thing he does. All ass right to the lake. He got up this morning, 8 o'clock, and within 5 minutes he was back down to the lake.
How old is he?
13, gonna be 14. Yeah,
Man,
dude, right?
you ain't getting Max out of bed at 8 a.m. during the summertime for anything.
Well, we raise well-defined, disciplined kids. I don't know what you're up to over there, but hey, that's how it works
uh,
here. Anyway, he's out fishing. He's doing his thing. I look over in the bathroom, and I'm like, "What the hell are you doing?" He's cleaning fish in my bathroom sink.
oh no.
That's what I said. I'm like, "You got to be kidding me!" And I'm literally with this look like this. I,
Did you
what?
yell at him and
Well,
say,
no, I
"Get
don't
the"?
yell, but I'm like, dude, what, what, what? I, why,
Wow.
why would you clean fish in a bathroom sink? Ooh,
It's look. Okay, teenagers are just disgusting.
ooh.
This is what you've probably figured out. I mean, and again, I go back to Max. I like you. Why would you clean fish in my bathroom sink? Max, why would you spill ice cream on your bedroom floor and leave it there? I don't know. I don't know what the children's are thinking at that
Max,
age. It's
why would you leave a cat turd in your hallway and not
oh yeah, cat vomit. Oh yeah, let's. Well, I'm like, you gotta let it dry first, Dad.
oh,
Mom says.
so he commences to finish cleaning his fish in the
Uh,
kitchen sink, which is, still, you know, can't you just
well,
leave
no
it in the
kitchen
lake?
sink. Okay, honestly, no kitchen sink. That actually kind of makes sense. I get that. I
Mm,
get that.
yeah.
Maybe it's more of a garage thing. I think. I look. I'm not a fisherman, and we'll
I'm
get
not a
into that.
fisherman,
I've
and
got a fishing related story at the very end.
oh, you do.
That
All right, well,
yes, so
let's
that'll
look
be a good
forward to
segue.
that because I'm
Okay, well,
here.
no,
Oh,
I don't want to. I don't want to go to that because that's the end story. That's
well, I
not
said
the,
let's look
that's not your
forward to
top
that.
story.
I didn't
We'll
say
look
let's
forward to
hustle
it.
to it.
Yes.
I said let's
Yeah.
look forward to that. That's me
Okay, I'm
being.
sorry.
That's me forecasting a wonderful newscast today.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's what I do.
I
We're
got
morning
things. We
delights
got
around
things.
here.
Yes, 100%. Hey, and
Couple
we're
of
gonna start out. We're gonna start off with some positive news too.
oh,
Slightly, but somewhat positive.
hey, there goes
Actually, you
Cindy.
know what? If you're a homeowner, I would say this is positive. Long-term mortgage rates are finally coming down just a bit. The average rate on a 30-year dropped to 6.47 from 6.73%. A year ago, that rate was just under 7. It's the lowest since May of 2023 when that rate was 6.39%. So
Wow,
still high, but not as high. Again, we crawl before we walk in tough economic times.
I
That's
am
just the way
down
you
with
got to look
that.
at things. What else is happening? Layoffs hitting the TV industry. Paramount Global announced on Thursday it will lay off 15% of its U.S. staff. The firings will impact around 2,000 workers. Companies looking to trim $500 million in annual costs. But don't worry, people we've just fired. The company will be fine.
We'll be fine. Going
Your
forward,
2,000 people we just gutted and are going to replace with AI. It's okay.
do you remember?
Your robot overlords will get the job done, and this company will be fine.
Do you remember the good old days when it was firing day in radio, and
Oh, which was a Friday before a holiday, typically,
generally something like that, and
just before Christmas.
they would round you up in a pig pen at the station
Mhm.
and not let anybody leave. And then one by one, those who were getting picked off got called into the office.
Mm.
It was the psychological effect of
Mhm.
that day on the entire staff was deplorable. Looking back, and you know, is there really a better way to do this? I don't know.
Yeah.
But especially for us in Muskegon, when we had our managers in Grand Rapids,
Mhm.
they would literally call the station and say, "Hey, we're coming out. Don't let anybody leave." So we would have to sit there in the radio station in Muskegon, all
Just wait.
powwowing, wondering who's
Mhm.
getting clipped.
Because
And
you know that's what's coming.
that's exactly what's coming. Yeah. And then if you remember how the station sat, we had that little driveway along the fence.
Yeah,
Yep. Like
vividly
like that.
remember.
And MRR studio faced that way. So you
Mhm.
would always wait to see the lineup of Tahoes come down that. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
sorry, but it's nothing personal. We're just gonna have to make some cuts here, and thank you for your 12 or 13 years. You're fired.
Mhm. They know nobody ever says we're gonna have to let you go.
We're gonna have to part ways.
We're making a change.
We're gonna have to make a change.
We're gonna
have to part
which is fine.
ways. None of us like this. We're really sorry, but I did protect my bonus, so thank you.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
I've been fired a couple of times. You and I were fired at the same time once.
Yeah.
I have never, when that's happened to me, I have always had it. I can't say it didn't bother me, but it didn't have like, I was never, oh my God, what am I going to do?
Right.
That was never a thought, man. Like, I was like, man, that was just kind of a shrug of the shoulders. Go, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll find something.
When I got fired at KLQ for the first time,
Mhm.
I really had a nervous breakdown. It was
How old
bad.
were you?
26, 27.
I see. Yeah, I never got fired until the first time I got fired, I was like in my mid 30s. So that was
maybe
So you're different, maybe a
somewhere in
different
there.
mindset.
But you got to keep in mind too, that's all I ever did since high school.
Yeah.
And it was, I wrote about it the other day. I made the mistake of falling in love with something that couldn't love me back. Right.
Oh yeah.
Dude, there was nothing more in the world to me than those three letters. And to do everything I could do with that, and anywhere. I mean, that's just the way I go about work, right? So, that was very tough. By the time I left that company again, after they hired me right back to work at LAV and then go back to KLQ at the same time, by the time they let me go there again, I was like, thank God. This is. It was like Pet Cemetery. It was like you were working in what you knew, but it was different.
Right.
Right. So I was like, good for that. And then along came MRR, and everything was great. But when it came down to the end and what they told me about Muskegon and everything like that, when I quit, I literally had my chest up like this. It's like, yeah, I'm not working for you anymore. So
yeah, it's good with
one humdinger. One was kind of like, oh, thank God. And then when I left, so I guess that's progress, right?
Yeah, when you get to make the decision, you know what? You're not firing me. I'm firing you.
Yeah.
There's something about
You call my community
feels
a
good.
dead town full of blacks and a pain in the ass, I'm not working for you anymore. Period. That you've been here and the story has never changed once.
No, I know. No.
That's exactly what I was told, and I will never make another nickel for anybody thinking that way.
And that was before I was called a cancer on your
no, you were called that before.
I was a cancer.
No, you were called that
malignant.
before. A malignancy on my
career. That was a malignancy, yeah.
which you might
Yeah.
be. I mean,
Who
but I'm
knows?
sticking with you. You
I
know,
appreciate that. 'Cause, yeah, well, it's in remission right now,
yeah, to the
so
tune of about 125,000 page views. So
yeah, it's all worked. Que sera, c'est la vie. Anyway, finally, get into the fishing story.
fishing.
State waterways getting an influx of fish. Over 9 million fish will be added to the Michigan wilderness throughout the summer. The Department of Natural Resources released the fish across nearly 700 sites in the state. Obviously this is a good thing.
Yes, it is.
It's a very good thing. I haven't fished since the fourth grade. Worms are gross.
Worms are gross.
It's not my thing.
No.
That's another one of those things. It's for other people.
Yes.
Like you want to fish, that's fine. I'll be on the boat enjoying a beverage or two, kicking back on a lawn chair or some other place where I can sit.
Relaxation
and
device.
I don't, and I'm not gutting anything, and I don't want to smell it either.
Yep.
So
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, it's just.
Let me extend this a little further past fish. Fish themselves are weirdos. I don't like them. I don't like how their skin feels. I don't like how they look. I don't like how they're swimming around underneath the water and just being weird. Yeah. Second of all, I think they're aliens. I think.
I've heard that they're
that could be, but we'll see. Now the final thing is that lobsters and crabs and shrimp and all that other kind of stuff, that's what you want to eat. Because fish,
lobster's good.
Eating fish, you know what that does? That triggers you to memory of about fourth grade Lent when your mom would make salmon patties and make you sit there and eat them.
Dude. My mom made tuna burgers.
Oh my God.
I got a little. It's right up in my throat right now. I can't.
My mom would make these salmon patties, and everybody I've ever talked to raves about salmon patties, which leads me to believe my mom didn't know what the hell she was doing with salmon patties because they were like fish meatloaf.
Meatloaf good, fish loaf not as good.
Fish loaf not so much. And to this day, I will not eat fish. I just don't touch it.
Although I hear the fish that Jesus fed the 5,000 with, that was good, but that was that's different.
We're talking Jesus here and 5,000 people.
Okay,
that's
right.
Spread, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
there you go.
And let's not forget, Jesus was the guy that could walk up to water and go boop and get everybody drunk. Turn it right into wine.
There you go. Hey,
absolutely. That guy.
No, 100%.
Oh, Jesus, it's Saturday night. What are we going to do? Hey, give me 5 gallons of water.
There we go. It's a soiree.
Let's get those sandals out. Let's have some fun.
Oh, man. I bet you those were, those must have been fun parties back in the Jesus times when he'd come out. This is going to be our.
Jesus is here.
That has to be kind of a pain in the ass if you're Christ. If
well, think about it.
You know what? Because he already knows because he's God on earth, so he knows what's coming up later.
He
knows what's coming up later. It's like, geez, yeah. Oh yeah. You want me at this party now? You want me being your bartender? But I know what's coming.
See. And this is not sacrilegious at all. This is just
it's not. This is the way.
Fun in the name of the Lord.
Absolutely. Hope he's laughing about it. Sports. The
if not, I'll
Giants.
sit right next to you in purgatory. We'll have Giants seats on the bus.
Giants beat the Lions preseason.
It's over. It's over.
It's preseason. None of these games count.
Dude, the only thing that counts, been hype. It's over.
The only thing that counts is no significant injuries to any starters because none of the starters played. Yeah. You're not playing Jared Goff. You're not playing anybody who matters at this point.
It's
over. So that's what you do.
It's over.
It's fun when you try to tweak Lion fans who you. I don't know.
Tweaking anybody. Your relationship picking on you.
It does, dude. I'm not a Lion fan. I'm a Cowboys fan.
Well, you keep reacting.
I mean, objective. No, because I think
you just reacted there.
I feel this is why. Because for so many years, we're talking decades upon decades upon decades, the Lion fan has been beaten down and kicked around and stepped on and stomped on and kept coming back for more. And now They're fine. And I'm saying this as a fair weather Cowboy fan. When my team is sucking the big one, I am Seacrest out, and
Yep.
I go find another team to kind of jump on the bandwagon of. And in fact, I did that with the Lions last year when the Cowboys got knocked out of the playoffs. So, but for the Lion fan who is stuck through this team, whose family stuck through, whose fathers and grandfathers stuck through it, to be where they are now, this is fantastic, and I feel good. See, you just don't get it. You just don't get it. I don't know what to tell you. Tigers fall to Seattle 4-3. Cubs were off. That's sports.
All right, so it's Jeopardy
One of these
time.
days, man, if there was ever a time for you to kind of jump in and see, I'm going to see what the fuss is about. I'm going to check this out. This would be the season to do it. Because I would be, I'm not going to say shocked or stunned. This team, I don't know if it'll be this year, next year. I think this year is a good shot. They're going to win a Super Bowl. They ain't going to just go there. They're going to win one over the next 3 years.
You saw I have a shirt.
And
I mean, what more
the
do you want
city
out
of
of me?
Detroit will be in embers after that.
Well, that's no
It'll be like Armageddon.
We like Detroit to be like the way it is. It's fine. All right.
No.
So it's now read this for 1,200 today.
All right.
You've got absolutely no chance in the world.
Hey, you don't know.
Yes, I do.
I pull some things out of the fire now and again, and now read this. I don't read a ton. I read a little.
All right. Howard Rourke is to the Fountainhead as John Gale is to this 1,100-page tome.
Tome, not tome.
All right, whatever.
You were thinking Marissa Tomei.
No, well,
not
sometimes
tome.
I'm always thinking Marissa Tomei.
I'm gonna. It's not that. What would it be? Long book.
Long book. Lots of words. Not so many pictures.
Lots of words. Not a lot of pictures. Not a lot of photographs.
Movie was made of it. Did I give you a hint that got you nowhere?
No, you didn't, because I was kind of zoning out as you were reading the question.
Yeah. Start those gummies early today, did you?
No, I didn't. No, that's
Friday.
That's for
somewhere.
That's for winding down. That's for winding down before Betty Bye time. Let's not start with that.
What's the answer?
Carrying on. Oh God. 1,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Atlas Shrugged.
Atlas Shrugged. Oh.
Yep. Atlas Shrugged.
I've heard of that.
Yeah,
I don't really.
I'm not
100% sure what it's about.
Me neither.
I heard it's good, but
then
a lot of things are good.
I heard people say it's sacrilegious. Then I heard people say it's demonic. Then I heard this. Then I heard this. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, everybody says everything about all things.
All right. Hey, you know what I'm going to say? Have yourself a great weekend.
That?
We'll see you Monday.
All right. See ya.
Happy Friday, Muskegon. We will stay cooler for this weekend before warming up next week. So let's take a look at your forecast, brought to you by Trinity Health. We will still stay fairly cooler this weekend and also still have a small chance for some scattered showers on Saturday before we finally warm back up to our normal temperatures for this time of year early next week. Looking then at today's high temperatures across the county, most of our towns are still actually right about at average, around 80-81 degrees, but many of our towns are in those upper 70s, which is a few degrees below normal still, and we will see those temperatures even a little bit cooler tomorrow. But for today, even along the lakeshore, our temperatures are fairly close to average. Most of our beaches are right in those lower 70s, and again, most of our towns are in those upper 70s. Overall, for today, you'll have a high around 78 degrees with mostly sunny skies and some wind out of the northwest around 5 to 15 miles per hour, with some wind gusts possible up to 25 miles per hour. And it will stay pretty breezy into the night as well, with those same winds from the northwest, 5 to 15 miles per hour, with those gusts still up to 20 miles per hour possible. And we'll have a low temperature rate around 60 degrees with mostly cloudy skies. Now, tomorrow we do still have a small chance of some light showers. They most likely will be very isolated and in the afternoon. It's just a 20% chance to see any rain in your area tomorrow, and we'll only have a high around 74, so definitely on the cooler side for tomorrow, but it still will be a great day to get out in the morning and maybe go to the local farmer's market or to just get outside and take your dog on a walk. Sunday will definitely be a little bit nicer though. We'll have a high around 77 degrees and mostly sunny skies. Monday we start warming up even more, getting close to back to normal with sunny skies and a high around 79, 80 degrees for Tuesday and Wednesday as our high with partly sunny skies, and we're finally back to the average on Thursday next week, around 81 for our high and sunny skies. That's all for your Friday forecast, brought to you by Trinity Health for the Muskegon Channel. I'm Tegan Schultz, and I hope you have a great rest of your day and a wonderful weekend.